It was crazy. It was crazy. Somehow I went out with a guy named Barry. A guy named Barry disappeared. I ended up at somebody's house. All of a sudden I fell asleep for a few minutes and bam, time elapsed. Time went by. It was the next day. Walking down the street, cars are going all over the place. Something was coming. It was white. It was white, but I couldn't see it. But people were in rage. People were in rage. Don't forget the dreams. Yesterday's coffee. I'm still on that heavy set. I'm still on the heavy set of Seroquel, but this time I'm down to 150. The shakiness seems to be going away, but I'm not getting enough sleep. I went to bed at 1. It's 9 o'clock, 8 hours. It's okay. This should be gone within an hour from now if I'm down to the right dosage. But everything was in rage, unless it's only in my own mind, only in our own minds, only what we see in our own minds, only what we can make believe. Believe, belief. We must play and understand the keyboard game. There's a keyboard game coming up. When you take this keyboard, the V, okay, and the B are misinterpreted with each other. You hit the B, you hit the V. ZXC3, MNB3. The middle is the V. V is for life, splitting F and G. F is 6. That goes with G and H. 6, 7, and 8 come together. We skip 8 and I. I is above. Why do we skip I? Because we go to J. J is 10. 10 and 11. 77 to Christ. 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12 comes together. Once we get 10, 11, 12, we hit P, the light on the top key. P is with I. 9 and O. O is 9 and 6, 15. This keyboard was not put together, and this world that we are in is not a world that came by evolution. There has been an evolution, and there is an evolution, but this is not the evolution that we came up with, Dare to Win. Do you dare to win to advance Darwin? The delta angle, the D angle that is imposed on all of us, giving us 4 corners inside of creation? I'm still standing here and sitting here alone. I don't have all the answers, and will I have all the answers? I will only have assumptions. I will presume and understand. Will I run away? In my dreams, I'm running all the time. But if I can't save, then I'll run. But if I could save, then I'll stay. Will they take away my part of my life? Well, when they take away your mind, they've taken away everything. To do and have no mind is not to do. Nothing can get done unless you do, and you do for others is when everything is rectified. You take their back, they take your back, we're together. Trust is a must. Truth is an absolute. Without truth, there's nothing. 2 borderlines, 2 reverse borderlines. You trust, and we have the truth. I saw them coming from all over. It was all in rage. It was all the stage. It was all set up. And it had to be because of the system we live in. What is it under the borderline? Is borderline Highway 101? Is borderline 1A that runs through the Keys? If they watch by the eye, then they watch by the border. The border is between 2 sides. The border becomes the eye. What is in the center is in the center of your heart, the heart that they watch. That is another eye. I is me, is my creation. I is what I see. I is what I know. I is everything I do, and the last decision upon I. 3 is what creates the cube. 4 is what collects the corners. 5 is the difference of 6 and 9 rolling in 8, which crisscrosses over the percentage sign of 69. C is the hat I wear that connects 2 sides, but you see the upside down C, upside down hat, 6, that becomes a 9. You put a line on each side of it, that becomes your M, becomes the difference of the federation, the upside down federation, creating this V with this V. Upper world, lower worlds. 1, 2, 3 keys, all on an angle. When you look on your phone, it's no longer set up this way. When you look on your phone, you see the B, you see the V, S, D, F, V, H, J, K, L, Z, X, E, G, B, N. The V and G are together. The passage of life is in the Vajiji, divided between the torus of two sides where the eggs are ready to get hatched and laid. The heaven's gate of life is spinning in 64, the angle of spirit. The execute is inside Z-land, the gateway to B9. Secondary world B9 around the two sides. What is this? This is what you find on your cell phone where the numbers are set up. A is on one side, L is on the other side. 1 and 2 and 1. 1 and 1 and 2 is 87. Surrounding, that would be your Queen's Gate. ASD, AC, AS, ASD, ASDEF. ASDEF, sad. Sad. We must find the word that ends in sad or das. Das, Zex, Zazdex Gateway, Beneven. Lex, Lex Luthor, the Lutheran Church. Jax, she, and jacks. Jacks, we know what jacks are. Their jacks are like little spores. When you throw them on the ground, you throw the ball down and you pick up the jacks. First you pick up one jack, then you pick up 2 jacks, then you pick up 3 jacks. By the time you're picking up jacks, how many jacks are in there? Because every time you pick up a jack, it's 10 and 24. You pick up another jack, it's 10 and 24. 34, 34, 34, 34. When you see the T on here, and you see the T between F and V, we see the T between F and V, but now look, they've put F and V together on the same level. I have to turn around my book so I can speak. They put F and V on the same level. F and V are the same on your keyboard, right next to each other. It's DFVH. DFVH. They have skipped the 7th gateway and they have went on to the H gateway. 2 and 8 come together. B and H come together as 28 parts of the moon. This one is played on 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Life becomes your 44th gateway. It's within us. I'm looking down again. I have KJH. 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 KJH is together on the keyboard, in which G has now lowered a level. VBNM. VBNM. On this keyboard over here, BZX. AS. But this is 7. 7 starts at V. Normally the 7, okay, is just above the Y. 7, 8, 9. V and B. 7 and 8. The Spanish exchange at 2. 9 is your birth. 0, okay, is your M, showing that the pillars have come up, because 0 is supposed to surround 4, 5. 0 should be surrounding 4 and 6, 1 and 3, 7 and 9. V and M, 22 and 13, 35, electric company. R is now 1. Chaldean in gematria, it's 2. R goes with T. With Y. RI, RY. Y is replaced as I, and the division is made in creation. 18 and 25, 43. The DC is now created by the 1, 2, 3 on our cell phones. F4. M6. 13, 19. The Spirit is now created within Zion, Israel, and the Federation. MV. 35. We're now going to connect the corners. 18 becomes 9. U becomes 3. The sky is now the AC. F0666 and 101682 now becomes time heaven. 28. V and M is 22 is 35, so a 08 F, J, 82. Now we're going to do this again. 22, 35. 35 to 1, you're right on the number if you're playing roulette. 35. F becomes 66 and 16. They put F and J together. J, 0, gets the 6F. We're going to have to take another look at this. 6, 7. No, we cannot take J inside of this, although it shows a number on it. J, no, J shows the number sign. J shows the number sign. The light of creation, where it's on the 3 on the keyboard, is not on the 3. It's now on the J, bringing in the light inside of the cube. So 6 is H and F, and Chaldean reverses. This is 85. That's a silver spirit light. 13 and 5 is 19. 10 equals 16 to light. R and Y creates 43. 43 and 6 is 49. And M is 13, 59, 62. And 25, 72, 82, 87 brings in the Queen. 97, 101. 101 is now recreated to the cell phone. But it's not 101 on the telephone. On the telephone, 7 and 9 bring in, if I can remember, it brings in the Queen. 98, the high sky on number 9, 98. When they remove the Z, it becomes 72. It becomes the clock. On the telephone rotary dial, on the left side, it's 98. Then in the 7, it's TUV. T20, U21, it becomes 63. The 8 becomes number 11. On number 8 on the phone, time heaven comes in the letter T, the transformation. P, Q, R, P, Q, 16, 17, 18, 51, plus 19, 61, the total is 70, comes at the 7th gate. They remove the Q, it becomes 53. 53 is on number 7. 43 is on 1 and 3, so the AC on 1 and 3 is on the number 7 on the rotary dial. This is all formation, my friends. I need to understand it, and I process. I move forward, and I think, and I think, and I think, but I don't think at all. It's just the flow of the game. The mind is a processor. We see, we put forth. Raphael, waking up from a dream, 7286. Thank you for watching. So all the letters go into formation. Codex. OU. Code. Thank you.